What is going on, everybody? Back in Florida, and we're gonna be looking at a steel body truck. By golly, it's got a couple of problems. We've already done an upgrade. Got some of these Rancho Chocamonga shocks out of here. Got some Bilsteins, but one thing I have not replaced on a steel body, but I have on an Superduty, is the keypad on the side. We're gonna do a full vehicle inspection and check this truck out and see if there's some other things going on. All right, guys, let's go. All right, everybody, thanks so much for coming back and checking us out tonight. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Does your keypad on the side of your steel body look like that? Or are you wanting to get a nice fresh one? I mean, you can still sort of kind of see the numbers. I mean, you know, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, but doesn't that look way better? Just however long, I don't know, how old is this candidate? Oh, 12. No wonder the Turbski sounded like that. All right, so we have this that we're gonna do. If you guys wanna know the part number, here's the part number for the steel body keypad. I've never done one, but I'm gonna assume, yeah, we gotta take the door panel off unless we don't have to take the door panel out. I wonder. I'll have to read the shop manual for this because I genuinely don't know. But it looks like it's got a couple of grooves, so it looks like it's going in like this and then snapping down, maybe. We got this little raised shelf right here. I don't know. I'm not gonna pry against this dude's paint. Is it loose? You can kind of see that it's a little loose. I wonder, can I manhandle this? No, I think we're gonna have to take the door panel off, which the steel bodies isn't too bad to do. Let's get one going. We're gonna start by removing this. You guys saw that I just did that with one hand, and it does have one little connector right here, which we should be able to get that right off. No? No? Maybe I gotta use the thumb? There we go. All right, pull that little button off. Get that. And remember, it's gotta go through that crack, so don't let that fall down in the door panel. Come over here and get your little screwdriver and try not to mar up anything. Let's set that down. Let's pop this guy out. Get your little flat blade, and you're not messing anything up. Barely even applying any pressure, and just work this whole thing up. And then when you flip it over, you're gonna see a bunch of these connectors. 1, 2, and then this with the littlest button right there. Pop that off. Put it away where nobody's gonna hit it. It's not gonna fall. Remember, these gotta come through this hole, so don't you be forgetting that now. Now these little two guys right here, which I'm gonna have to guess are 7s. Pull these 7s out. Don't drop them, because you gotta reuse them. And amazing, this one doesn't have a little magnet. Fell out on me. They won't let you bring these on an airplane, so I can't bring my screwdrivers down here when I work. I should have just shipped some down here. All right, we got some right here. Okay. Let's take you guys downstairs here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, downstairs, yeah. We're not talking about your home yet. We're talking about this Superduty, yeah. Check that out. I love making you guys laugh in the comments. Either for stop acting like a dodo, or you generally think I'm funny, which you may or may not. Okay, door panel, come right off. And we have a couple of connections. See these right here? All right, let's swap sides. Let's bring you guys over. Okay, I'm gonna set it down on my knee. And we have a button here. We have a button here facing forward. And we have another connector right there. And then take this and set it somewhere where it's not gonna get marred up or messed up, because some of these trucks' interior door panels are mighty expensive. Okay. Imagine that. That thing's still intact there, eh? I'm gonna go ahead and I really don't want to tear this. Let's see if I can manipulate this so that it comes off. This thing should just tear right off, and I only want to kind of tear off what I want. I don't want to, but I don't think it would be I don't want to cut that. Pop that off. Oh, here we go. Yep, that'll work. Pop this little clip out, releasing this from the door, and then you can kind of, I guess, peel away just what you need. Now, I made not a fatal mistake, but I made a mistake here, and I started with the window down. Let that be a lesson to you. Keep the window up. Luckily, I have the window switches right here. I'm gonna plug these bad boys right back in. I'm gonna turn the key on, roll the window up. All right, key off. Window switches disconnected again. How about we pull this off just a little bit more? There we go. Still has the Ford logo on it and everything. Let's see how intact we can keep this so it's not all messed up. All right, where's our keypad? I'll be go. Look, it's right there. Son of a bee sting. That's exactly what I thought too. See how those little clips right there? You can probably see it through there. There you go. See how those clips on the left side of the keypad here? Kind of like an anchor right there. So that side's gotta pop out first. All right, so my continuous effort that I try is to have suitable lighting, and I don't have my light. Just 1 second, please. All right, so I got some good lightage in there, but this is what I noticed. Let's go up here in the door with me. You guys can see right here, there's an actual metal twang that we have to pull out. And that's what kind of, I guess, locks right in there. Kind of interesting. Let's see how well I can do this. What if I did something like this? Oh wow, talk about getting the shot. That unfortunately is a little rustier than I was going to anticipate. All right, so before I do that, let's disconnect the electrical connector. Good thing I got little bitch hands, man. I'll tell you what, I don't mean that in a negative way. All right, clip. Oh my gosh, is that literally it? Let's see. Do I need to give it a little push out with my finger? Oh, dang. Hello. Hello. All right, let's come out. Let's look at it. Pretty dope. Nasty. Probably still usable. He said it worked. All right, is the door messed up at all? No, that looks good. I guess I could give it just a little wipe here. Get a little thing about white is we don't see nearly any of the imperfections like we do all the other colors. So, all right, that's gonna stay there, I guess. Got the new one. Only gonna go in one way. This is bigger, you know, I can't, well, I don't have to explain to you. Come on, guys. All right, that looks nice and flush. Now the trickery is getting this in here like that. Here goes nothing. All right, I got my right thigh on the bottom of the door. I have my left hand holding the outside of the door. I have my middle arm holding the camera, and you guys can see what I'm doing with my right hand. Gosh, that thing sure is steady. Not even wiggling the camera at all. Good thing I got strong muscles. Man, we're in there. Let's see how it looks. Are we flush? Oh yeah. All right, now let's do what probably a lot of people do, and I've done it too. Let's not forget to plug it in. All right, now this is just a key button, so there should be no programming. It does light up. We have a luminosity. I don't know his code, but we can lock it. Gonna have to hold the door. No? Not locking. I wonder why. Oh, maybe because these aren't hooked up. I bet you that's why. Let's hook, is that in here? Okay, it is. Let's hook up this little tiny guy right. This little tiny guy right here. Put this guy up. All right, now we should have, all right, we have locks and unlocks. Now if we hit these two buttons here, no, I wonder why. Huh. No programming. That's strange. Does the door have to be closed? I don't think so. Well, let me throw this stuff back together and I will see if in fact that is a problem. Don't forget to put it on the foam piece. Don't forget about your connector down here for the tweet. I'll put that in the little loop. There we go. Let's get this side in. All right, door panel. Door panel is on. Here's my connectors. Boom, boom, boom. Let's zip some screws in. Coming up top right here. Don't forget your plastic trim cover. We do have two different feet here. They're spaced differently, so make sure you're putting the right ones in the right way. Self-explanatory. We got some connectors. Got some connectors, no biggie. Just plug them in. You guys see me talk about the memory with the wiring. It holds its shape. And we got the tweeter tweeter speaker. Okay, let's make sure everything works. Keying. Find the hole. Found it. All right, key on. Window down, listening for noises. I don't hear nothing. Okay, unlock, lock, unlock, lock. Okay, we'll leave it unlocked. Windows down, key off. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's just bring the key, even though we should not have to worry about that. All right, so lock with the key fob. We're unlocked. Now I want to lock it. I feel now that everything's put together and the doors are closed, this should lock. Oh, wow, okay, it did. So the buttons do work. The truck had to be shut. We're 100% functional with replacing this keypad. But now what we have left is a complete vehicle inspection. This vehicle is a 2011, and so you guys don't think I'm fudging you. This has got 201,000 on it. Let's get our tools out so we don't forget. What I did to it previously, this is the first time I've been in contact with this customer. He requested that I replace the shocks and the keypad that you just saw me do, and do an oil change, and wanted me to do a complete vehicle inspection. I can't remember the exact number or time that has gone by, but he did just get this vehicle. It's newer to him. I don't know what, if anything, he has done, but these are some of the things we have on it. I don't know who did that. I don't mind that. I like. Looks like where we got a possible aftermarket hose of some sort, which I'm noticing, if you guys are questioning these hoses and somebody's selling them, if they have the aluminum wrap over it, steel body. If they're saying it's a 6.7 hose and it doesn't have the Superduty, something that I've been kind of noticing. Okay, S&B, all right. Okay. I kind of dig the oiled ones, but I don't know what you guys think about that. I like to keep it clean. We have some, what looks like car wash soap. EBP's back there just hanging out. Somebody's got some fun going on. Looks like they didn't use that because it would have been too taut. Whatever. Looks like we have a little bit of an oil leak coming from the hot side charge air cooler duct where it connects to the turbocharger. You guys can see over there. Yeah, it's kind of snotty. I don't know, that looks, is that aftermarket or not? I can't tell. Has it got the blue? Yeah, that is, that's original. So probably just needs a hot side charge tube, or unless you want to upgrade it. All right, one thing that I really can't stand, not that it's like a deal breaker or anything for me, but when you guys do this stuff, do these stupid switches, I can't stand it, man. Stop with the switches. It's a 9,000 pound truck. If you want to go hot rodding, go drive your freaking your Mustang or something. Like, come on. And then you guys wind up crying and biatching, moaning and complaining when your stuff breaks, and then you're asking why. It's like, well, stop riding around with it on switch 5. Switch 5's not good. That's how we break stuff. And this the customer actually was telling me, what did he say? It was shifting. I had just talked to 2 clients, the guy who owns this truck and somebody over email, was complaining of the same thing about a valve body issue and shifting trans, and I don't know, I digress. All right, let's double check the belt area, because when we go downstairs, I want you guys to know and be aware everything looks all nice and dry. And one of the problem spots that I see is down here on the vacuum pump. You guys, this will be all wet, and especially that bolt right there, I'll see loose, and will actually start causing oil to seep from around the vacuum pump gasket, and then, well, you guys obviously know what's gonna happen. But when you guys go downstairs, I think you'll understand why you need to start checking upstairs. If you have an oil leak, pretty much on any vehicle, you need to check upstairs first. Anything upstairs, does gravity flow to the side? Does it pull things to the left and the right? Yeah, if you're upside down. Gravity pulls everything to the ground. If stuff is leaking up top, it's gonna leak from the top to the bottom, down the engine, whether it's gonna come from the back or the front or the sides. It's gonna come down over the engine. And check upstairs first, because you might find your problem, especially with the steel body and a vacuum pump leaking, because when you see how leaky it is down here, you might ask yourself, is the vacuum pump leaking? But I'm asking myself, what is going on over here? Nah. Me like better. You guys can keep them dirty Maxes. All right, we went through, replaced all the shocks. One thing that I do realize, and just being and working around these trucks, the condition of the aluminum on the underside, very, very impressive, because up north, that aluminum ain't looking like that. All right, we have some airbags, modified exhaust. Look at the frame. Damn, look at the body. Bed rails, shoot, them boys is intact all the way across. Every one of them. Gosh, just makes me sick. Just makes me sickening. All right. Tires are in good shape. When we lift it up, I'll look at the brakes. But there's quite an oil leak going on underneath this, and I don't know. I don't think the customer had this done. This may have been done before he got it, but I can definitely tell some workmanship errors, and just the quality of what they did is not good. I was hoping it was a vacuum pump gasket for his sake, because we'd be able to take care of that way faster than having to do this. Good looking rig for a 2012 and 200,000 miles, until you get under here. My goodness. My first thought was, man, this has got to be a vacuum pump gasket for just how bad this is. But you know what's even worse is the thought of these guys using like bathroom caulk. But when I touch that with my screwdriver, man, I don't know if that's the correct silicone. And something else I'm wondering too is that the oil looks kind of orange. I don't know what that's all about, but it's leaking pretty good. All these spots right here are just from it sitting here for a few hours. We have transmission fluid leak. Cross member is completely covered. Transmission skid plate, you guys can see it's all speckled, see? Speckled. Now what idiots disconnect everything and then don't even cap these things. Look at this. All right, well, I don't even know what to say. I don't mess with that stuff, so I'm not even going to give you my words of advice. Discouraging. Look at the aluminum. Gosh, look at that. That shit looks brand new. But from what I can tell right now, I feel this thing has somewhat of a trans leak, but has a major oil leak. That is why. Who did that? Oh man. So much silicone. My gosh, you should see how long this bolt is. Look at how much silicone's on here. That's incredible. So, I'm not really happy with how this upper pan looks. I mean, look at the oil quantity that's on. I've already changed the oil. I've already wiped down the filter, but I wanted to leave this. I cleaned just this around the drain plug. And this is all coagulated after I was done. I'm gonna clean this off before I give it back to the customer, but I kind of almost want him to see that. Like, that looks really, really bad. Let's see if that's loose. That's really, really bad. Let's see if this is 100% tight. I'm just gonna use this as a hand ratchet, not electric. All right, that seems tight. How about this one? Yeah, there's just that much freaking oil on here. Yeah, them are tight. Gosh, golly. I mean, oil just leaking all up there. It looks like they replaced the pan, unless that's real difficult, unless that plug right there is leaking. But it looks like it's coming from higher up above the pan. Gosh, I don't know. Almost kind of looks like it would be front cover area. Well, regardless, I think in this situation, the customer should clean it off, degrease it, quarter car wash it, brake clean it, and then reevaluate it within the next 500 miles of doing that to substantiate, is it the plug, is it the pan? Take it back wherever you got it fixed, because that ain't right. You know it and I know it. If it was your vehicle, you'd be pissed too. I ain't going for that. But let's continue on with our inspection. Let's put this away before I forget it. Finally got my own setup. Pretty much every bit of tooling that I have up north, I have down here, just so no more search and rescue. You can immediately get to work, get you guys in, get you guys out, and back on the road making money where these things should be. Brakes, we'll look at the front ones. On the outside, got our prop shaft, U-joint. How about our transfer case output shaft? Ooh, look at that rubber. Ooh, we might have to fix that. Just a dust seal, but we'll have to fix that. Oh man. All right, let's lock these. All right, taking a look at the exhaust. Another rogue hanger and another dumb move. What the hell's the matter with these people? Okay, def tank still there. Everything looks like it's hooked up like it should be. Fifth wheel, hole, gooseneck. I don't know what's going on there. It's exactly what somebody did. They welded the puck back in. Huh, that's pretty funny. Why? I don't know. He has something mounted in the bed right here. I don't know what that is. Weird. Okay, we have some, oh, that's really deteriorated. This might be time for some timbrins. Look at that. Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to touch that. That's the same way. That might be a good idea for him to grab a set of timbrins. You guys saw me do a bunch of those on the Aluma-Duties. From what I've been told, everybody's been liking them, especially when they're loading down, putting the pin weight from your trailer or fifth wheel. So I think it'd be a candidate. These would be getting pretty rotted up north. They look good. Spare tire. We just had rear brakes done. Before the appointment a few weeks ago, he said his rear stuff back here locked up. One of the calipers was froze, so he's got new calipers, new copper gaskets, new pads. Looks like they couldn't have done him a solid and put the dust cap on after they were done bleeding the brakes, but we don't need that, right? Come on. This overall condition of the truck looks good. I really hate that upper oil pan's like that. All right, front brakies. Let's see, can we get in there? The front brakies, oh yeah, I see the brake pad. Hard for you guys to see, but I would say maybe just before half. Front brakes look like they got some good meat on them. Front brakes, steering, suspension. Don't need to worry about greasing anything. Gosh. Looks like the tow bar has been done. That's no big deal. All right, can we see these brakes? What do we got? Oh yeah, same thing. All right. Well, with this specimen, 2012 with 201,000 miles on it. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Is this, do you own a 2012? Do you own a Ford Super Duty? Most importantly, are you taking care of it? Because if you're not taking care of it, you're gonna find yourself here. Hopefully, trying to remedy why it's here and put on and justify the use of some very reputable parts that you'll notice a difference, parts that I have on my own vehicle, and I don't know, making sure we're all going down all four corners. What is your guys, if you've made it this far to the end of the video, you guys may be going to click off, but what is your favorite year Super Duty? Is it a steel body or is it Aluma Duty? Have the new ones grown on you? They're still growing on me, but my 2020, I don't plan on getting rid of anytime soon. Somebody out here is having a little fun. I don't know what's going on out here. Which sounds better? The Power Stroke in the beginning or the Dirty Max at the end? I don't know. What do you guys think? Power Stroke, Dirty Max. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. I'll let you guys be the determining factor. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, sub, share, and maybe, just maybe, your truck will be next time. All right, guys, I'll see you later.